What up folks, and welcome back to Delboy's Garage. The new Delboy's Garage. Here it is. Shay Delboy. I love it. It's not as big as the other one, but that wasn't big either. It's about half a foot shorter in one direction and 6 inches shorter in the other, but that's neither here nor there. Sadly in Britain we do not get double garages unless we have a 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom house, and me and Penny don't need that, do we, Pen? It's not important. So this garage is going to be great. It's going to be ideal for the projects and for things that we do, for the how-tos, and more importantly for storing the bikes and getting on with what we've always done. So there you go. This is the new one. Best of all, let's show you the garden. Do you remember that big 1 acre garden we had, which was 2 days work on its own? Well, there you are. That's it. Just a little lawn. Brilliant. No messing about. Spending 2 days fixing up the garden. That makes it easier. Nice big conservatory to store all the bike gear. But at the minute, the problem is at the moment that we've just moved, and when you've just moved, you haven't really found the right place for everything. We've got stuff everywhere. We've got a strimmer which has got to be sold because again we haven't got a 2 acre garden which needs a strimmer to keep it down. So the petrol strimmer is being sold on eBay. Anyone's interested, give us a deal, we'll get it to you somehow, work out a plan. The trailer's in the way. It's there, it was in there in that place in the old house, but I want to put that out the garage. So with all of that we're going to get a shed. We haven't got a shed at the minute, there isn't one here, but we're going to buy one, just a little 10 by 8 shed, and put 70% of this stuff in there. So because all we'll then get left with will be the tools, the bikes, and that's it. And everything else will be stored in the shed, which will be nice and safe, and the better way to do it. Because at the moment I haven't got room to swing a cat in it, even a really small one. So above everything else, I just want to say, when we shut down the channel for a week, 10 days without the broadband, we assumed that the hits would drop off and the comments would drop away and that it would all go quiet and we'd get a break. How wrong we were, hey Fen? Yeah. How wrong we were. 150 emails within 24 hours. The support has been absolutely astonishing. I had no idea, honestly, we had no idea how much you thought of us, and that is so touching and it's so special. We've got some great friends out there. You said some amazing things. The amount of support for moving was great. People just reiterating that they love the channel and that to keep going and don't give up on it. That's great. That's the support we need. That's the support everybody needs when they're carrying on with something. A lot goes into this, a lot of hours, a lot of time. We've got about 400 hours of video up at the minute, and every single one of them is work. It's time, it's editing, it's uploading, and it's important that it means something. So we've been looking at the stats. I know that I made a pledge to build this thing, this pig, into something a bit more interesting, but having looking at it, that's a project. And with the trailer we had the same problem. Projects just drop away. They get a hardcore of followers, 200 or 300 over the course of a month, but an FRO log gets that in a morning. It really does, because it seems that's what you want. That's the point here. We're looking at the stats, we're looking at how many hits the channel gets, and we're trying to do something to make that better, to move forward, to keep the channel getting more and more interesting, to get more and more subscribers so that we're getting out to a wider audience. The absolute reason for this channel being, in the first place, is to do the how-to videos. How to fix basic things, how to do basic maintenance, housekeeping, looking after your bike, keeping it safe, saving yourself a few bucks, and that was the most important thing. That's popularity number one, and we will always maintain that. That's very, very important to me and Penny. We want that to continue. The same thing's the ride videos. Ever since we've got the GoPros and we started riding, and they're doing the daft FRO logs, which really just started out as a bellyache on the way to work one day, but that's taken off. It would appear very clearly that that's what you like, that's what's popular. They get 10 times as many hits as a project video. So rather than waste my time, tie myself up and money and effort building this into something it doesn't need to be, just for the sake of something to load up, seems pointless. We're going to try and stick with what's popular and what we've done in the past. So to that end, very quickly, with the Bandit at Doom, all I'm going to do with this, riding the Hayabusa every day, very privileged to have 2 bikes, just got to make that point. Used to have a really posh Harley one day, got rid of it, told you all those stories. Hayabusa is just an early one, it's an 03 bike, but it is, I love it to bits. I absolutely love it. It's the most astonishing bike to ride every day. The Bandit's now become a bit of a novelty. Every time we go anywhere and park it up, it gets amazing attention. I have to elbow my way back to it because it's sat among a crowd. So I kind of go further with it. I've been quite inspired by Rat Queen. I'm sure you've seen it. I hope you subscribe already. If you don't, you've got to get in there and subscribe to Rat Queen Bikes. Make sure you check her out. She's just built a GSXR 750 into a rather amazing street fighter, and she's got the rat ethos absolutely right. She can do something to a bike and is utterly correct what rat is about, the whole rat and survival thing. To be honest, I think this is just a decorated bandit. There's a long way to go for this to be a proper rat bike, so I just want to keep going that way. One of the things I did when I first built this, the back end was slammed right down. It was probably that much above the tyre, just because I put some lower dog bones on it. And great for a while, and because Penny was coming on the back at that time, it was too low, it was bottoming out. But now we've got high booster for 2 up, this can go back to a solo bike. So that's going to be slammed, and that will be the next video. We're just going to do some link plates. I think they're referred to as dog bones. The old Bonio shaped metal plates that are linked between the suspension unit and the swing arm. A lot of people want to change them. You can jack your bike up with them by buying shorter ones, or you can drop your bike down by buying longer ones, and effectively it's a great way. But you do have to undo all your short link and your suspension, so if anyone's a bit worried or concerned about doing that job, it's ever so easy. You can buy the dog bones about 15 quid. I'll show you how to do this. That's the next video. This is just a little update, little video log on what's been going on, and most importantly say thanks for all your support. So that's what's planned on the Bandit of Doom. I'm just going to keep ratting it. It's going to get more daft, more ridiculous. I'm going to do something with these eyes, which everybody's told us out. What's that?
And a lid.
And a lid, yes. Penny's just reminding me. There's a great thing going on around here with monster lids, like Predator from the film, the Predator helmet thing with the dreadlocks. There's a few guys riding around with them. They look completely daft and stupid, and I just got to do it. I've got to have one. It's got to happen. But I think rather than going copying what they do, it's got to go scrim. I've got masses of this chain left. I've got scrim left. I've got silly ideas for that. So I've got a helmet to build. I want to get into that, so that will match the bike. And obviously various other things that will just come to mind as we go along. I'm desperately keen to try and put a car tyre on the back of the Bandit. That is completely legal. You can do that, I think. I'll check it out. But I want to put a car tyre on the back of the Bandit, so that gives it that drag bike stance whilst being a rat at the same time. Don't know, loads to do, as you can see. Loads of plans. With the garage, I want to paint the walls white. That's some tips, like I said, from Milo Garage. I want to paint the walls white to get that reflected back in, so we've got much more light to work. The floor's got to be painted because it's a bit of a mess. So loads to do. Shed to build and buy, first of all. Walls to paint, bike to sort out. It's just going to carry on. The channel is up and ready again. This is being filmed on the 8th of May, 13th before the broadband comes, so this was filmed 5 days ago. We've got just going to stock a few up so that we can get them coming out. You can see what we're up to. So the next one, join us for that. It will be popping the link plates and slamming the back of the Bandit. So if you want to lower your bike, then that will be how you do it. Show you. And most importantly, thank you, Apen, from both of us.
Yep.
Thank you from both of us for everything you've done, for all the support, for all the kind comments, everything you said. It means so much. It truly does. So there you go. That's all I'm going to do.
We try to answer all of them.
We do try to answer them all. Absolutely. Penny said that. We do try and answer everything. I know I said we don't get the time, but I don't care. We make the time. I can't leave a question unanswered. The channel doing the videos of how to do shit and get it done, it does raise questions. People ask for clarity. It's important to give it, otherwise you've only given them half what they need and you're leaving them high and dry, and that's irresponsible. I will pull the plug on any video. I won't do it when it gets too far. People are asking for head gaskets now. People are asking how to replace clutch baskets. I'm just not going there. Yeah, I might be able to do it, but I'm not suggesting I can tell you how to do it. I don't want to start showing people how to do that because it is mechanic stuff. I do have respect for the qualified mechanic, and I do think you should too. There is a point where you cut off. All of the videos I've ever put up are about maintenance, housekeeping, fork seals. I think we can all do fork seals. They're very simple. They just cut the rubber seals. But with things like shims, valve clearances, that kind of stuff, get yourself practiced. If you really want to do it, you can go and learn it on courses. And if you are proficient, if you want to learn it, you'll probably pick it up as time goes on. But for the most part, it's just housekeeping. And I have to answer those questions. That's what it's important to us to do. Okay, so I'm waffling again. I'm going to cut it at that. Thanks. Take it easy. Ride safe. And we'll see you for the link plates or dog bones, which will be the next one. Take it easy.